All right, you see 770 miles right there. Jump out. So I got me some new tires on my truck and on my Jeep, both. This is what I went with on the truck. I went with the Nittos, the Ridge Grapplers, and I put 770 miles on it before I've said anything about them. I actually took this truck, had new shocks put on it, new front brakes put on it, got that done. The front brakes had 136,000 miles on them, I believe it was. Had it serviced. What else did I do to it? I did something else to it too. Had done, I can't remember what it was now, but. So the Coopers that were on it, the AT3s, had 46,500 miles on them is what they had on them. And I had two sets of them. My other truck, my 2003 Dodge that I had 405,000 miles on it, and every set that I had on that truck, except for the original set, were all Cooper AT3s through the 405,000 miles, except, like I said, the very first set. Same thing with this one. The first set was Firestones that was on it. Next two set were Coopers. This truck has 18s on it. My other truck has 17s. I could not get the Coopers, the AT3s, to balance on this truck at all. They would not balance. Went to different tire shops, rode for us. Both sets, exact same results with both sets. Had guys say, you're bashing. I can't believe you're bashing and this, that, and other. No, I'm not bashing. I mean, the Coopers are made right up the road, hour north of me here. And it's not bashing, it's just telling people my experience of what I dealt with. And as many miles as I drive in a year, I was not gonna take a chance on a third set of Coopers to see if they would vibrate or not. I couldn't stand it. These tires right here, it's gonna be interesting to see how these wear. The Coopers wore well, but the balancing just got them. So if these wear well and don't cup and all that stuff like that, and of course I'll let you know if they do or not. I gotta close that little door right there. I need to fix that thing, put it back in place right there. But anyhow, these tires right here are right. I mean, they ride like a dream. I mean, they're very, very nice tires. Of course, they're more expensive than the Coopers are. And the Coopers are probably your most cost-effective tires for this truck. Now, some people they talk about the tires, and they're talking about their tires or their F-150 or their half-ton. You're not comparing apples to apples, man. You're talking about a 3500 that's got load range E tires on them. I mean, those are 80 PSI tires. I run them at 70 is what I run them at. Seems to work best for me for hauling those, pulling the gooseneck and all that stuff. Which I'm gonna say, if you get, like I do, 50,000 miles pulling the gooseneck as much as I do carrying the weight that I do, the tractor and the disc and the bush hog, and then the Mini over there like I do, holy smokes, man, you can't beat that with a stick. So maybe these will do as good mileage wise. I don't know, we're gonna see. Like I said, I'll keep y'all updated on that. And we'll go. We're not working again today. We're still rained out. This happens to be Tuesday morning. The hurricane rain got us there a couple days. I also put some summits on my Jeep right here. This is what I did. This Jeep, I bought it brand new in 2011. And this thing don't have but 45,000 miles on this, all it's got on it. Wasn't nothing wrong with the tires that was on it tread wise, but in 9 years they were beginning to start to crack and all. Now these tires right here, they're supposed to be like they're all terrain, but they're almost a mud tire, real close. These tires actually make more noise than those Ridge Grapplers do. These don't make bad noise, just a slight hum is all, not bad. Those over there are not bad at all. So I took the Jeep, had a new windshield put in it, had it cleaned up. I'm about to get it cleaned up again. Had it serviced. What else I do to this thing? I'm not far from selling this unit right here. I'll let y'all know whenever I get ready. This is the tires it had on it right there, those Wranglers. And that, like I said, they were starting to crack. They still have plenty of tread left on them, but they were starting to crack up. That Jeep's never been in no mud, nothing. I bought that thing just to ride around in, and that is it. So I've just rode. I did change the front bumper on it, put the winch on it. And the winch, I gotta pull there's some corrosion on that plug right there. I've actually got to take this cover off. I got to look at that right there on that winch, because the winch is not working right now. Imagine the contacts are jacked up on it. Doing a little bit of burning today. I'm cleaning up the inside of my shop for the saw class this weekend. I've got everything set up for the saw class for Saturday, the regular class. We're gonna do a lot of different things. I got 3 cutting stations set up, 1, 2, 3. And then you see my boring stations, there's actually 2 right there sitting side by side, 2, and then 2 more down there. And I got some more exercises that we're gonna do. If you're interested in getting in on the regular saw class, we're gonna start it off in the shop in there. And we're just gonna go over chainsaws. I'm gonna show you everything about the chainsaw, how to clean it, how to take care of the bar, the rail, how to sharpen. I'm gonna show you how to sharpen the chain like I do. I got vices in there. We're gonna clamp them, sharpen them, all that stuff. We're gonna talk about the tips, how to bore, how to use the tips. And then we're gonna come out here and we're gonna run the rest of the day out here doing a bunch of different exercises that I got. You're gonna get to run battery saws. You'll get to run all of my saws. Lots of different cool exercises. At the end of the day, we're actually going to do some carving, and then I'm going to load up and I'm going to carry everybody about 1.5 miles down the road. Got some big oak blowdowns. I'm going to sick everybody in the class on them and going to cut them up in firewood size, so that's going to be pretty cool to do that. So if you're interested in that class, hit me up. My email's down below and I'll communicate with you and we'll go from there. The felling class was full. I had one guy that dropped out. So I've got 1 spot available for the felling class. That is on October 31st, 2020. The regular class is on October the 17th, 2020, coming up this coming weekend. So I got 1 spot available in the felling class. And if you're interested in it, you can come. We'll start off here at the shop, and then we'll kind of go from there. We're going to go over about 8 miles down the road. There's you'll learn a lot, trust me, you'll learn a lot. If you come into town, you're welcome to come here on Friday evening. We'll communicate and come here, hang out on Friday night. We'll have a good time and just do that. So got a bunch going on. I took the battery saw, the Husqvarna battery saw now, Sunday. I'll film this too. I cut 42 of these 10.5 inch dried oak cookies off with that saw before I killed the battery. This whole pile right here, except for these poplar pieces, I cut with that battery saw before I killed it. Now it's a piece of poplar sitting up there right now. I got plenty of wood here to play with, to cut on, and to mess with. So, of course, I'll be doing, 2 classes with this wood. So I had to have a good bit this time, because time the class is over with, every bit of this stuff will be chopped up, man. It'll be done. I do got to cut off a bunch of 24-inch blocks. I hadn't done that yet. I got to do that and get them stacked up here. I'll get that done. I'll probably do that later on today and get them. We're gonna do some carving. That's gonna be pretty fun. So a lot of fun with the chainsaws. I enjoy. I don't know everything. I'm not a pro by no means. I don't know everything. Don't claim to know everything about the chainsaw. All I want to do is share what I do know about chainsaws. And like the regular class, if you don't even know anything about a saw, that's kind of the best thing for you to do would be to come to it and learn. And so $300 to show up. So, and lunch is included. So I'm gonna get this video ready. Appreciate y'all watching. The sun's gonna dry things out today. I'm finna jump back in my shot real quick. Get back after it. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters. Darn, I always forget something. The saw climbing, the tree climbing, the Georgia tree climbing competition coming up November the 13th through the 15th, Kingston, Georgia. I'll have the address down below. It's free, open to the public to come in. Jill will be there all 3 days. I have all my t-shirts and stuff like that. Lanier Outdoor Power Equipment will be there. They're the Husqvarna dealer, a huge Husqvarna dealer over there. They got 3 stores, and they're gonna have saws there. I'm gonna bring some of my saws where you can look at them, and you can run chainsaws. It will suit you up. You can test drive them. You know, where else can you go to a dealer where you can test drive a chainsaw? You know what I mean? So come on out. Be a good time, man. I have a lot of fans over there in the Georgia area. Matter of fact, Georgia is my biggest view state. See ya.